Hello everyone and welcome back to my neck of the woods. I'm Morning Day U and this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Team Rainforest. In the last part we've done a couple of jobs, had the story interrupt a lot, and just in general, our base is being renovated. But after doing some looking into it, I had to correct a few things. One, yeah, Pokemon are actually kind of based off of a weird system for what experience they give you, and it does seem to be in the vein of you'll only ever find these Pokemon in these areas, therefore this is the experience table that's used, and yeah. Secondly, the base does not construct on you just doing random jobs. Instead, it's based on how many chestnuts you give the Mankey brothers. So, I found that it takes 3 chestnuts to complete the build. 1 you give them from the very start, and then 2 others afterwards. The very start gets you halfway through the job, and then the other 2 are supposed to finish it, because they progressively get more and more lazy. So, anyway, we're going to be doing a bunch of job grinding, because this is one of the few points where the game isn't going to constantly moan at me about continuing the story. Once the build is done, I do a couple of missions and then the story continues. You don't want to know how difficult it was to figure out the base building, because I knew as soon as it was done, that's when story stuff was going to hit. But anywhere talking about just the base doesn't have what it takes to finish it. I mean, just using an example, I went to Bulbapedia, and that had info about the manga and the small anime that happened, but nothing about the in-game stuff about the base other than looks, how to change the flag, and like the small history of it, which is just you get it after saving Caterpie, you renovate it after taking the Wynot and Wobbuffet quest. That is it. Nothing about how to update it, like nothing about the steps it takes to upgrade it. Well, let's start our day. Good morning, Kippers. We're going to need some Uproar Forest jobs. And then we're going to need to explore deeply and computer the hell. Interrupting. Okay, beware of pitfalls. As a result of the natural disasters, there have been many reports of pitfall traps appearing in dungeons. However, there also appears to be pitfalls made by Pokemon that are not harmful. The latter are thought to be made by foraging Swinubs. Foraging, I should say. Some even turn out to be hot springs that erupt occasionally. Oh, store that, and then we have Slack-Off pillows for insomnia. Relief for delicate souls who can't sleep with different pillows. Insomniacs rejoiced over the announcement of the Slack-Off pillow, which is said to induce sleepiness just by seeing it. Already, the inventor is swamped with inquiries from all over. However, production is said to is not ready yet. Sometimes the game has weird ways of structuring sentences. Other times it's just I'm not used to reading sentences that way. Oh, I don't need to take anything, I need to store. Oh, and I need to sell the gold ribbon because I forgot to do that. And actually, then I want to store those quickly. You know, get a clean slate. Take. Because the gold ribbon is only good for selling, and maybe for like a reward thing. Like, you can get it as a reward, or you can use it as a deliver or fine. We have 233 gravel rocks, let's take those out, we have to take out 99 at a time. We really had that backup. And yeah, I think things like gravel rocks, iron thorns, and similar thrown items, you're just good to sell, because the iron thorns are better than the gravel rocks by a large amount. But they're never used for find or deliver quests. So, let us sell. So, gold ribbon for 2,000, that's pretty good. Gravel rocks at 99 gives you 495, and iron thorns sell for 2. So, a single gravel rock was 5, I think. Doing a quick bit of math. Yes, that would be right. So let's sell all, and that'll sell everything in our bag. So we got 3,000 poke from that. We can buy a power band, huge apples, cherry berries galore, and nothing we really want. Huge apples are nice, but I need to go through my built-up stock of current apples, which I don't think I'll ever run out of. And I bought ourselves a secret power just because sometimes you'll need TMs, and sometimes you want to use TMs. Like, we need an aerial ace, and we don't have one. We have 3 secret powers, though. So let's just very quickly grab ourselves. Let's just go with the standard 2 apples. And where are the orange berries? Yep, 81 whole orange berries. Ah, that's insane. And we still have 2,000 in cash on us. So let's store that. We're just building up a huge pile of money. Okay, let's see about jobs. We got a Thunderwave Cave, Tiny Woods, 2 Sinister Woods, which look nice, but here we go. Ah, man, what is up with me? 3 Uproar Forests. So let me just... Oh, I want the weather band. That's a blue gummy reward. Okay, that's just a reviver seed. I can ditch them out, please. 1. Okay, that's just a max elixir, but I can still keep that just in case. Yes. I wanted these Uproar Forest jobs to appear because we need to go there. 1 apple wanted, and we know Uproar Forest isn't too bad a dungeon that it requires me to eat too many apples, so 2 should be fine. Plus we'll find some along the way as well as gummies. I may want to bring an extra apple, but nah. I think we're good. And I'm really on the fence about doing a montage about this. So I think I know exactly what I want to do. I'll do a sped up portion. And if something special happens, the sped up portion will slow down and... well, then I'll comment on what's happening, because there are a few events that appear now that didn't appear before, like said pitfalls and an event called a monster house. That is a mystery dungeon staple. And it's kind of a dangerous one if you aren't prepared. So, if I'm correct, we're all ready. Well, off we go to Uproar Forest, where we need to do a bunch of jobs just so we can find a chestnut. And I just need 1. Okay, sped up portion begins now. Uproar Forest has been completed yet again. Thank you for return. The silver gummy. And the 60 points. The Voltorb was happy about the apple. So 300 Poke. And Thief. Thief is nice. Mostly for find/deliver quests. Brown gummy. Heal seed. And 60 points. Not really great money-wise, but we got some good stuff. Well, friends made it to the friend areas, and would I like to save the adventure? You know what? Yes, because the next part is going to be a huge grind session, much like the prior episode 11, I have to say, because the prior parts kind of didn't grind too well. Plus, now we control when the story progresses. So, thank you all for coming down to my neck of the woods. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Team Rainforest. Have a great rest of your day. Farewell.